Hello and welcome to Bricks. I'm Adam and this is Bricks. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego Marvel Spider-Man Attack on the Spider Lair set. This is set number 76175. It has 466 pieces and I paid $60 for this set. This set is retired. It is from 2021. Part of the reason I wanted this, I think this was listed in the back of the instruction manual of a different Spider-Man set I was looking at, the monster truck one, and I also think in the back of that one it had like the one with Carnage and maybe Ghost Rider or something that I really liked that I reviewed a long time ago. So I think this is from a similar era. It reminded me a little bit of like Iron Man Armory type stuff. It also reminded me a little bit of like the Lego City custom car garage and some other stuff here. Kind of a low piece count for how big the box is. Look like we got some minifigures, including some like version of Spider-Man that I might not have or might be a little harder to find. So this all really intrigued me, so I decided to pick this up. And this is sealed. The box has a little bit of damage here, but not too bad. So hopefully everything inside is in good condition. And so I'm excited to look at this. So in this video, I'm going to open this up. I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we look at the build for this Lego Spider-Man or Lego Marvel Spider-Man Attack on Spider Lair set, I just wanted to say thanks for watching and then remind you, if you like this video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. Thanks everybody for helping me get there. So in the first bag of pieces here, we have some of the accessories. We build a little glider for the Green Goblin. We also have a spider motorcycle or bike or something. On the first bag of pieces, we got some big pieces in this one with some big plates, those big kind of rounded slope pieces as well that are pretty big here. And so we start off by building the kind of main floor, the main base of this kind of Spider-Man area there. And again, yeah, this uses a lot of big pieces, so it makes sense. There seem to be like a ton of volume of Lego in here given the piece count. Now that we have that all done, the kind of the base layer there, we can put together a couple more minifigures, and then we can start populating this kind of layer with more details. So we build this little section up front, kind of this middle module. We add some like towers at the back or pillars kind of at the back, and then we'll add kind of other little accessories here with like the computer monitors, this big display with all different stuff on it, as well as like different accessories like tools and the spider web things with the spider drones and a spinning chair. And there are stickers in this set, but a lot of them are used like right here in the middle, like for the keyboard, for all the monitors. Next bag of pieces, we can work on getting the Iron Spider suit ready. And then we kind of do some similar building, some repetitive building. I think I built these all at the same time, which these are the kind of the modules or the compartments where the suits might be stored, which is similar to the like Iron Man Armory type stuff here. And these are really good, really cool. They came together quickly. They're all kind of the same. I like how they attach. They're easy enough to put on, easy enough to take off and switch around. So that's a nice kind of modularity to it. We do some on the other side, which is a little bit different, including kind of adding this basketball hoop there, and then we finish up with some extra details like the launcher for the basketball hoop, and that's kind of everything for this set. So now I can kind of populate it with all the figures, and that's it. So thanks. Now on to my review for this set. Okay, so this is the Lego Marvel Spider-Man Attack on the Spider Lair set. This is pretty cool and has a lot of good things going for it, I think. It also feels like, yeah, this is a lot of Lego for the piece count. There are some bigger pieces in here, but it just covers a lot of ground, has some weight to it, has some heft, and there's a lot of stuff to look at here. So we will get right into it. And the first thing we'll look at is the minifigures. You get several minifigures for this one, I think 5 total, and I'm not really sure which way to start, but I will start with kind of the villain characters here, actually, and we'll see them. I do want to get their accessories all in their hands and everything. So we have first a Venom figure. I've looked at several Venom figures in the past. They're all pretty similar, so just the black legs there. Torso's good, white could be whiter, head's good, white could be whiter there. It's not terrible, but it just could be better. We have some musculature, Venom logo there. Kind of the same thing on the back, nothing on the back of the head. Does have these kind of barb, tentacle, symbiote type things as an accessory, so that's good to get that. Another Venom figure, which is interesting, classic Spider-Man villain there. And then we also have Green Goblin. I'm pretty happy with this. So Green Goblin has this a stud shooter, kind of the older style one with the hold. I don't know, it's got a translucent orange, maybe for like a pumpkin bomb or something like that. Also has the kind of satchel over the side there. I think the torso printing is really good, really detailed, if a little bit muted in color, not super vibrant. But then we do have printing on the midsection and a bunch of printing on the legs, which I really like. Face is really good, with dual molded head like cap with the ears there. And we do have an alternate face. Looking at the back of the outfit here, we can see that this is kind of more of a, I think, like an animated and comic version of Green Goblin that I like. It's not quite like, or I mean, even in Willem Dafoe in No Way Home, I kind of had a similar look to this, but not like the Green Goblin from the like Sam Raimi ones when Willem Dafoe was, and Tobey Maguire and stuff, because that was a much more like armored Green Goblin, not like a this kind of deal. So that's interesting. Good to get that. And then besides those two villains, we have kind of an array of spider people. So first one we'll look at here is Spider-Man. Pretty standard, but good. Got the blue and red here with the web design. Nothing on the midsection, nothing on the legs for this one, but we do have the printed arms there, which I always appreciate. I never really like the web printing on the back of the head, but that's okay. That's how Lego does it. And the back here. So that's pretty similar to a lot of other Lego Spider-Man minifigures that one might see. So that's not anything too special. The next one we'll look at is kind of a Peter Parker looking suit, or like the suit before the suit kind of deal here. So it just has a translucent minifigure head right now that's holding the kind of cap or the mask kind of rolled up above their eyes there. Does have like the hoodie, same kind of blue and red here, but then we have like a Spider-Man utility belt. Nothing on the midsection, nothing on the legs, nothing on the arms. Back of the jacket does have the Spider-Man kind of emblem there. So when this is in storage or on display, you can have the kind of clear minifigure head and the cap there. It also comes with a Peter Parker head as well as a hairpiece. Does have an alternate face where he looks a little more concerned, and also you could theoretically have, Peter Parker wearing the mask kind of thing rolled up, that you could see this being pulled over his face there as well. So I don't know if I have like any of this version of Peter Parker in the kind of like streetwear suit, or like the pre-suit, or not quite what he wore in the movie with Bonesaw or whatever, but like similar to that when he's kind of in his hoodie thing. I do like that we get the alternate hair and alternate headpiece there, and now I have got this stuck on here. Let's see if I can get this hair off of there easily, or this, there we go. So good to get those. I was pretty excited about that. And then besides those, we have a couple more that I was pretty thrilled about. So maybe what, you get 6 in this, not 5. The next one we'll look at will be the Ultimate Spider-Man. So this is really cool. This is one that I don't think I have, but I maybe have some similar to it. There was like a Spider-Man drone thing that was similar, kind of like the black and green or black and gold kind of looking suit. So this is Ultimate Spider-Man here. Really, really like this. Cool printing for the eyes there. Torso is really, really good. Printing on the midsection, printing down to the legs, including some like more kind of subtle colors that are harder for me to see down in the middle of the legs there, but that's there as well. So that's really nice. Looking at the back, we just have the back of the kind of Ultimate Spider-Man logo there. And then the other one we get is this Iron Spider and like Iron Spider armor here. So that is really awesome as well. I think I have a version of Iron Spider, but I'm not positive. But here we have Iron Spider, so it does have kind of the spider leg kind of appendages there that are really basic. They use kind of the same kind of 4-pronged element that goes around the minifigure neck. Dr. Ock characters sometimes use these and stuff. We use kind of these older mech finger type pieces that have the clip on one side, and then we put a gold barb in there, so that's all nice. Head is good, like red and gold, which is nice. The torso is really cool. I like how different all the like spider kind of designs are for all of these Spider-Men suits, so that's very, very good. I'll take the spider legs off the back so we can see the rest of this a little easier, but I really like this torso here. Nothing on the midsection, nothing on the legs. Back has like maybe what it looks like when the Iron Spider legs are kind of retracted into this back there into the suit, so that's pretty cool. Some good detail in there. So those are all of the minifigures. We get 2 villains, iconic ones. You get Venom, you get Green Goblin. This Green Goblin figure is really, really nice in my opinion. Then we do get like a Peter Parker, not like a plain street clothes Peter Parker, although the hoodie could be okay, but we do get like the face with the alternate face and the hair for Peter Parker. We do get Spider-Man, like a other vaguely street clothes Spider-Man, and then 2 other Spider-Man suits here, which is really, really nice. Some good accessories as well. We do get some like web blast pieces that can be held by any of these Spider-Man kind of characters to show that, and it's kind of in that like frosted glass kind of semi-translucent opaque white there. And then we have some different accessories. The first thing I want to look at, because it's one of the first things you build, is the glider. So this comes with a Green Goblin glider, and actually I'm pretty sure at the time of recording this, which is in April 2024, I believe they just released a construction figure, or like a buildable action figure that is a Green Goblin with glider, because I think I saw Jang review that recently when I was recording this, and so that's interesting. This is a fine version of the glider. It's a little bit bulky, but it's not too bad. The colors are good. This is a sticker right here, so I have the sticker sheet. I'll show that. It's clear backed, does have kind of a Green Goblin looking stuff, and overall the shape in this is nice. It feels about right, and the Green Goblin can stand on there and be cool and menacing and fun, totally swooshable, and it doesn't take up too many pieces, so that's very, very cool. And then besides that, we also have this like spider bike or spider motorcycle. This is pretty interesting. I think I looked at a set that was a DC set, and it had a minifigure. I don't think it was Red Hood, but it might have been a version of Red Hood that was like really, really expensive, and they had a bike that used this same kind of like chassis. So it's got like the pretty standard bike underneath here, and then this whole like shell around there is put on there, and then you add like the handlebars and some stuff at the back, add the tires. We do have a sticker on the side with the Spider logo there, and maybe some engine and different detail. Same on the other side, inverted. So stickers there, which I think the Red Hood, if I'm remembering correctly, that minifigure also had stickers on their bike, and I think that minifigure was like worth a lot of money for whatever reason. But this is kind of a spider bike, spider motorcycle here, which is cool. Overall looks pretty good. You can fit a character on there. Of course, we do have the accessory of the Iron Spider stuff. And then there's a few other things kind of throughout here that I'll try to point out. But I'm going to start with kind of some of the side buildy type stuff. Here's another accessory, little skateboard. We do have a skateboard ramp part of this, which leads me to think maybe this is more of the Andrew Garfield, kind of the Amazing Spider-Man stuff, because there's a well-known skateboarding scene scenes in that first movie, and I don't remember Peter Parker in the Tobey Maguire ones really skateboarding, and I don't remember Tom Holland skateboarding, and I cannot remember from the comics of all the different iterations whether or not Spider-Man skateboards, but we do get a skateboard here. I know Ghost Spider or Spider-Gwen has come with a skateboard in different sets, so that's fine. We do have this, which is a little bit of a side build. I think it's the last thing you put together. Super basic. It's on kind of one of these angled plates here, a little bit of Technic in there. The colors are all really good, and this is a launcher, kind of a catapult like thing here. We get a couple of these basketballs, or they're like orange balls. They look to me more like soccer balls because they have kind of molded, or like football balls. They have like molded panels, like hexagonal, or maybe different panels in there that doesn't make it look like basketballs to me, but that's okay. And those can be loaded in here, and then the spider person or whoever could swing and land on here and maybe launch that into the basketball hoop, which is nice. There's also this, just a couple pieces. I think it's like a barbell or a dumbbell workout equipment there. And then besides all of that stuff, all this like minifigures and accessories and side build stuff, the rest of the set is this spider layer here. And this is pretty cool. You can see it's pretty big. It's bigger than I maybe thought it was going to be. There's some it's bigger than I like the custom car garage kind of thing I thought it was. As far as like how much it relates to maybe the Iron Man armory, this is a little different because it does feel so like contained. Like the Iron Man armory sets that I've looked at will have like places to display the suits and the armor and stuff like that, and then they might have like one I looked at not too long ago had like, okay, here's a a toolbox on a cart that has a bunch of tools. Here's a computer desk. Here's a car. Here's a this. And they're all kind of separate. This feels like very contained because it is all on this one kind of base thing. I'll flip that over. We can see what that's built like. So we have some pretty sizable plates in here to build this. It's pretty wide, I would say, so that's very nice. And when you start building it, you start building like one side of this, one corner, and then the other side. And I was actually surprised because there's a lot of tiles over at the side here. You like tile this whole section out, and that's same on the other side. This is all like tiled out there, which does allow you to kind of move some of these things. We use some of these big corner kind of slope pieces there, or like round pieces, so you get 4 of the bigger ones there, and they create a really nice shape for this overall. You connect them in between, so there is like the gap Underneath here you can maybe see my finger under there, under some plates, but I think the shape is really nice. And then we kind of have this area that juts out in the center that uses 4 of the slightly smaller one of those same pieces. So those are very big pieces. Again, the color is really nice. So they have like the gray, the red, and then kind of the navy or the blue as we move through here. So that's really great. You start just by building the side, and then eventually you'll have kind of the whole main floor of this thing done in like the first bag of pieces. And then you kind of move on to adding all these extra details. And the first one that you do is kind of the stuff in the center, and then you'll do the stuff on the sides. So in the center, we have the sort of computer area here and the kind of command station type thing. So we have these stickers on clear panel pieces. Those are the bigger stickers here. So there's 6 of them. They're clear backed. We can see like one of the spider drone type things here. This is like the Iron Spider arms. We got some a thing from the Daily Bugle about from J. Jonah Jameson saying this is a terrible photo. We have some other kind of schematics looking at different spider suits, I believe, including one that has like the bag over the head, which I don't know if you can see that, but that's very, very funny. In the middle, we have the main kind of Spider-Man suit. And then over here, it looks like they're playing a Spider-Man video game. And when I was looking online, it said that there was like a PC and a PlayStation and whatever else. And it used the word PlayStation. It didn't say game console. So I'm assuming because Spider-Man and Sony and all this stuff has a relationship, they worked that in with Lego. I don't really see that here. It doesn't look to me like there is a quote-unquote PlayStation anywhere there. But we do have then below the screen like a game console controller here that's printed, so that could be for that monitor there. The PC could be all the stuff at the back, like maybe that's that translucent is kind of the LED lighting that some PCs have, some gaming computers. We have a couple more stickers there for the spider keyboard, and maybe this spider over here is the mouse or something like that. So I think that's what that is. That's 2 stickers there. Over here we have Peter Parker's camera, maybe what he took this picture with. So it's kind of got Peter Parker stuff and Spider-Man stuff. With a little bit of chair here that swivels. There's a small area on the desk for a little mug piece, and then that extends out to this kind of center module where this is kind of where the bike can be parked and sort of displayed. It reminds me a little bit of some versions of like the Batcave or something. So the bike can be here. Maybe it's slowly rotating around and Peter can ride this off, or Spider-Man can kind of ride that off and go wherever. So that's good. Then next to all the, well, I'll look actually behind this. We do use some of these big kind of pillar sections there in that like gunmetal gray. We attach some spider web pieces to that with the like spider drones. This one's got a blue translucent, this one's got red translucent in the middle there, so that's cool. They just attach with droid arms. I think these are supposed to be different like lights or something. Those can be swiveled around, some cones up top. This is a sticker right here on a round tile, and this is connected together up here, so it's pretty sturdy. And we also have Technic axles going through the bottom. You can maybe just see it right here through the bottom of this kind of pillar thing. There is a Technic axle that also goes down into the base a little more, so that's very nice. Just a little kind of extra detail up there as well. And then yeah, we have this on either side of it. We have some tools that Peter Parker might use to engineer some of the new accessories and different things you might be working on. So they come in the like tool pre-packaged bags, so you get all of them, and they actually make room for all of them there. So it uses these kind of like pipe elements to hold the different tools. So we have like a oil can and maybe like a hex key and like a socket wrench and a wrench, and over here we have, you know, more like a hammer, a screwdriver, a drill, and some different stuff over there. So that's all very good. I was a little surprised about, like, I didn't know what these were supposed to be, these kind of like little ball joints here. And this one has the axle coming up at the top. That is actually a spot for the iron spider arms to be like put on and maybe displayed or stored. The one over here is, as much as I can tell, is supposed to just kind of maybe be for the gym workout area. So the dumbbell can be held in there, not super sturdily, but that's okay. Behind there, we maybe have a little water bottle or a protein shake or something. It's near the basketball area. So maybe that's for exercising or something like that. And that's just kind of a cute little detail there. But I think that only serves the function of holding the dumbbell. So not too much else going on there. And then besides all of that stuff in the middle, we build up these little sections on the side. These are easy enough to take off because, as you can see, this is all tiled out, and these are the kind of compartments where the different suits might be stored. And again, this reminds me of the Iron Man armory type stuff, and it's built almost in the identical way with kind of these bricks with the like bar coming off of here, and then on the other side bricks with the clips. We do have some translucent cheese slopes for maybe some lighting. We have the kind of window or door frame element in light bluish gray. On the back we have these kind of half cylinder clear pieces there that kind of make these little pods. So these can come together to form a really nice angle. You can spread them out that way. You could have them just straight, and these just attach to a couple studs here, and so they're easy enough to take on. It attaches to like the 3 or like 6 studs at the back of this. So that's over there, and you can put the suits in there. So if I pop all these in, we can kind of see what that looks like. And then we would have like the Iron Spider legs kind of displayed out in front of it. Maybe Peter's working on that or something. So we have the Iron Spider armor here, Ultimate Spider-Man, and kind of the more plain clothes, old school vintagey kind of Spider-Man look there with just the hoodie and sweatpants and whatever else. So that's what that looks like there. It looks pretty good. I think it's a nice little thing, but yeah, it's very much like a Iron Man thing. The other thing over on this side is we have this skateboard ramp here. So it uses one of those kind of like A-frame or A-type plates, or 2 of those actually, to attach to get that angle there. And we build that up super basic. It's not super close to the ground, so like the very front lip of the ramp here is like 2 plates, or 1 2/3 plates up because of this like slope piece and the piece that it's on. And then there's also a little bit of a lip to transition between these front like slopes to these ones here. So it's not the most practical ramp. This isn't gonna automatically go up it. You'd have to kind of lean up it and go up, but it's not supposed to work, I don't think, like a tech deck or something like that. Maybe a rail up top to grind and do different stuff, and maybe this can interact with the basketball hoop and other stuff in different ways. So that's just a cute little thing, and it's not too many extra pieces, but there are some somewhat sizable pieces here. These kind of slope pieces are good to get. You get 4 of those. And then over on the other side, we build kind of the exact same thing over here. And again, very easy to take off because this is all tiled out just on these couple studs at the rear here, these 6, and then the vented slope there. And you could like maybe swap these around and different stuff like this. So one of them is very similar, but it has kind of the bar or the bars over it, so it's kind of like a little holding cell or a jail cell. So maybe Venom or Green Goblin or someone else could be held in there while Spider-Man, does whatever they need to do with them, gets information from them, or helps them. Maybe they're having a particular arc where Spider-Man and Green Goblin or Spider-Man and Venom need to work together for something else, but it's the beginning of that narrative, so they're still in here or whatever. And then next to it, we have another one of those kind of similar modules, but we have a basketball hoop. So the backboard here is like a Spider-Man backboard with like a little bit of like graffiti and stickers there that say Spidey and Spider-Man. That is a sticker. Similar stuff up here. And then we have the nice kind of Lego molded, it's like semi-flexible molded plastic for the basketball hoop. And that is good to see, and that's kind of everything here. So I'll kind of set this up. What I did when I was displaying this, or like when I finished building it, I wanted a place to put the Green Goblin on the glider that would like look okay without like doing a whole lot. So I attached it kind of up to the top of this kind of pillar, this cone here over on the other side. I think that looks actually pretty cool. They don't have some of those like clear pieces that could be used to like hold characters like they do now. They didn't include any of those kind of pieces back then. So we have that. I got the suits over here. I can put Venom maybe in the kind of holding cell there, and Peter, or Spider-Man can be kind of over here. And why don't I act like his mask is kind of on the ground, and Peter Parker's face is unmasked, and so we can see his hair, but he's still wearing the suit. Get him in kind of his command center there. The kind of launch pad doesn't have like a great way to connect to the main base or anything, so I don't really love that. And I also would have liked some more like space to more real place for like the skateboard to go. It can reliably like sit up there. There's probably different ways it could sit. Can sit like that. This is the extra stud for the Green Goblin kind of stud shooter there. And I also have the Venom symbiote tentacles kind of over here. You might be able to fit them in this jail cell with them, but probably not with them in the hands there. Although you might be able to get a cool thing like having them in his hands, but having the tentacles kind of coming out of the cell, kind of through the grates there of the bars of the door, and that might actually look kind of cool. Like maybe the symbiote is trying to like get out a little bit and kind of reaching through there, which I think could look cool if it could be arranged. Yeah, so you could get something like that with the symbiote stuff kind of stretching outside of the cell, and I actually think that's pretty sweet. So I like that. And then, these accessories are stuff for play and for display for more action type things, and maybe they could be attached to certain places to make this seem a little bit more dynamic. As far as like the basketballs and everything, you do get 2 of them. There's not like great places to store them necessarily. They can go through the hoop here. Scale's a little bit weird, and they can go in the bucket there, and I'll just plop the other one kind of by the rest of the workout material over here with the water bottle and the stuff, so that can sit in there. So that's pretty good. One of the things I like to do when there's kind of different functions like this or play features is try to make them work. I didn't experiment with this. I figured it was going to be impossible or very, very difficult for me to try to get the ball in the hoop here, but okay, so that was way too hard. And okay, that was closer. Okay, and I'm gonna end up losing one of these basketballs here, but it's something that could be achieved. Oh, there we go. I got it. All right. So that's not too bad. And it might be, there we go. Another one. All right. And there we go. So now I found my sweet spot. And, maybe it can be done from other spots as well. It's actually not as hard as I thought it was going to be. It works kind of good. So that's pretty fun. So I do like that more than I thought I would. That actually really was enjoyable for me. That really pleased me. So that's very, very nice. And this is kind of the whole thing sort of populated here with the villains and this attack on the spider lair that's in progress, the different Spider-Man accessories. There's tons of like play potential if you are one to like play with minifigures and make stories and really get into this. I think there's a ton of opportunity here for that, which is really, really cool. Great playable characters, and there's just a lot of space for this. And this also is like a kind of a nice display model. It almost reminds me of like a diorama type thing. Like it's not very deep. It's just a square, like flat back here. So not a big issue. This could easily like sit on a shelf. This could easily be built out or built around as kind of the center of like a spider lair, a spider cave, like a bat cave, but for Spider-Man. This could be like part of it, which is really, really cool. And overall, I think it, looks pretty good. Let me find actually the basketball that I lost, because the first one I launched very far away, and I think I found it here, but let's see. So forgive me for that, but again, I am very glad that I was able to make a couple shots using the catapult there, so that's very good. And I'll show the extra pieces because you do get some. So first, because we have some of these web splat elements here, those come in a prepackaged bag, like the tool accessories that are in the rear, like the screwdriver and wrenches and stuff. Sometimes sets make use of all of these. This one didn't really. You get them no matter what, so you could maybe make use of these by making extensions or swapping out different elements of this. The web handcuffs could be used on Green Goblin or Venom, and so there might be uses for them. The instructions really didn't have those, but those are extra pieces there. And then the rest of the extra pieces are your 1x1s, your studs, your tiles, a little lever piece that is on the back of the bike, the gold kind of barb, green thing here, blue translucent, orange translucent, yellow, green, red translucent, just clear, the stud shooter trigger there, and a couple of your other small pieces here. The symbiote little thing, you get 3 of those total, so 2 for the accessories and 1 extra. And then you do get, there's 1 orange translucent stud in the stud shooter. There's another one you get that's kind of like the extra one there, and then you do get another extra one in the extra pieces. So those are all the extra pieces in this set. This set is 466 pieces, and I paid $60 for it. I don't know what it retails for, or what it did retail for in the past. I think it maybe was around the $60 mark, if I remember correctly, but let me see if I can find what we have here historically where this was priced at, because it is retired, like I said, and this came out in the 2021, ran through 2022, so it was a $70 set new for retail price just a couple years ago, so it's not been out of production for that long, but $70. I paid $60 for it. It was sealed. I think in the aftermarket right now these are probably going for around $60 to $70. I don't think this is like something where the set is now in the aftermarket $100 or $200 or anything like that. It maybe could go up. I'm not really sure how desirable this is, but I was certainly glad to see it. And again, part of the reason was I had some of the other sets that released alongside this. Let me grab the instructions. If we flip to the back here, I had this kind of Ghost Rider Carnage Spider-Man set, which I really liked, and I also somewhat recently got this Spider-Man monster truck with Dr. Octopus and Mysterio and the drones and stuff like that. And then this was one that I saw in the back of those instructions, so I kind of wanted to get this, and then luckily enough I found it at a store near me, and I was able to pick it up for a reasonable price, which I really appreciated there. You know, as far as price per piece goes, it's not very good, but part of the deal with those kind of things for Star Wars and Marvel and DC and lots of other IP related stuff, even Disney stuff, whatever it might be, Harry Potter, like the minifigures might be add or contribute a significant amount of value to the set. This one also has some like big pieces. Like these pieces are a lot bigger and harder to produce than just a 1x1 tile, and this has weight to it. It has heft. It's a big model, and it's not just a ton of side builds. It's like relatively well contained given the nature of this kind of set, which is like very play and stuff. So I think it's actually really well done. It's more up my alley in regards to this kind of stuff, so I appreciate that, and I feel like this was a good deal. You know, I feel like this for $60 was actually like super fair. I'm not sure if this has anything that's like super exclusive in here. It seems like the Ultimate Spider-Man, or kind of the stealth big time suit, is only in this set, and I believe the Peter Parker like Spider-Man kind of basic suit is only in this set, in this configuration, so those are a little bit exclusive. The Iron Spider is only in a couple sets. The Green Goblin with the printing like that is only in a couple sets, so there is some good stuff in here, and that contributes to some of the value. It seems like when I'm just checking on Brickset, the Spider-Man Stealth Big Time suit, or the Ultimate Spider-Man suit, the black one here, might sell for $15 on its own, and so I think it's worthwhile to take that into consideration. And so I think $60 is a great price, and frankly $70 doesn't feel that bad either, even though it's less than 500 pieces, just because of the amount of minifigures, special pieces, kind of big pieces. The amount of stuff here is pretty good, so I think the piece count is a little bit deceptive, and so I think retail probably wasn't too far off. There are stickers in this set. My sticker sheet was a little bit creased, but I don't think you can really tell on the actual stickers. They're all clear backed. They're not too bad. Mine were all cut pretty well, so I was fine with the amount of stickers in here. The detail that it adds is pretty nice, and I think this is very fun, very cool. Super thrilled to have picked it up and talked about it and built it, and very happy with the deal I got. So that's really great, and I think that's kind of everything I wanted to touch on here. There's some nice stuff in this set, and overall I'm pretty satisfied. So very cool. I like it. If you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on all the LEGO videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Marvel stuff, more Spider-Man stuff, and then tons of other LEGO sets from all different themes, all different shape, size, price point, piece count, tons of different stuff. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming LEGO videos. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. We're into the 900, so thank you very much for everybody who's helped me get there, and hopefully we can get to the next milestone. I just really appreciate anybody who subscribes or just watches or likes or comments. It means a lot to me, so thank you very much. And if you want to support this channel in a different way, you can do that here on YouTube with membership, supers, and thanks. And I have the Patreon. It's in the video description, and it's on my channel page, patreon.com/sobrick, so maybe consider checking those things out. Again, it helps me a lot, so I very much appreciate it. And with all of that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.